Okay. So first we will start with the desktop automation, right? For the desktop automation, we will first see training order system. We are having another app as well, which is UiDemo. Okay. So first we will see what is the problem statement. Okay. And after that we will see how to implement. Right. So just imagine there is any software. Okay. Okay, desktop software maybe we can say. Okay, it can be ERP, SAP, any kind of software, right? So what is the process daily associates are following manually? Okay, first we are talking about manually, right? So just suppose uh, the team, okay, as receiving uh, a file on a daily basis, right? Where records can be varied. Like today, you can see we are having four records. Tomorrow, it can be 4,000. Day after tomorrow, it can be a 40,000 records. Okay. And daily associates has to process those records, right? And then uh, I have to finish this particular task, right? So we will see how they are performing this task on a daily, right? So you can see this is the Excel file where we are having all the records. Okay. And we have to do the entry of those records into this software, right? So let's go and see. So what we will do if you want to do as a human, we will open this Excel, right? Once we open this Excel file, we'll open the training order application also, right? Then we will enter username, we'll enter password, we'll click on the sign in. As soon as we click on the sign in, you can see there are uh, three options. Okay, what are those three options? Add new order, view existing order, and next one is a quit. Okay, so first we will enter add new order, right? Because we have to add the new order. So that's the reason I'm giving option number one. Then click on the go. So as soon as we click on the go, right, here we have to enter product code, number required, unit price, and cost center, right? So we'll go one by one. So 54, 56, 2, right? And click on the submit. So as soon as we click on the submit order, you can see here we are having this order confirmation with, and this is your order reference number, right? So for example, if you are doing any ticket booking or we are having this order number, right? So I've given this order number, and then we have to create one column here like order number. Okay, then we will take this order number. What is the order number? 1031. 1031. Okay, right? We will fetch this order number. We'll enter here, then click on the continue. As soon as we click on the continue, this order confirmation window and new order window will close. Okay. Now what I want to do, whatever order we have placed, I want to view like it is placed or not. So we'll give the option number two now. Click on the go. As soon as we click on the go, right here you can see order. So we'll enter the same order 1031. Click on the retrieve. As soon as I click on the retrieve, right, we'll get this and then we'll close. Okay, we'll close this. So now you can see here we are able to place the first record. Okay, now we have to perform the same action on the second record, third record, fourth record, fifth record, right? Same repetitive action, correct? Now I will give the option number one. Click on the go. Okay, we'll take the second record. Okay, so we'll give the product code 123, then number required, unit price, and cost, and click on the submit. As soon as I click on the submit order, I will get this order reference number screen, right? So here I will enter 1007, correct? Then we'll click on the continue, right? And then we'll view this. give the option number 2, click on the go and view this. Click on the retrieve order. I just click on the retrieve order, right, and close. Okay. Now we have to perform same action on all the records. So maybe just reference purpose, I will give this one, right? And once everything is done, okay, once everything is done, what we will do here, you can see, I will give the option number 3. We'll click on the go, right? At the same time, we'll save the Excel and we'll close it. Okay. So in this way, we are able to complete this particular process manually. Okay. So understood everyone? Any question, any doubt on the process which I have just shown and this, right? So now we can just talk more about the process. So you can see this process, okay, is repetitive in nature. So daily associates has to perform this particular task, okay, and we can just consider there are two associates are working on daily basis on this particular process. Okay, how many associates? Two associates. Okay, so we can talk about FTE full time employee. How many? Two, right? Then we can talk about daily transactions or volume, right? How many transactions are they are getting? For example, we can consider average 1,000 transactions. Okay, and transaction per transaction time, right? I can say 45 to 55 seconds, right? Per transaction or per record, right? So you can see normally we are working for 8 to 9 hours. Okay, so two associates will be able to perform this particular task easily, right? But just imagine, like tomorrow, right? Uh, there are 1,000 transactions and one of the associate is on leave, right? So what will happen? Obviously, one associate will not able to complete this particular task, right? So there will be the backlog. The next day, another associate will come, two associates will be there, and they have to stretch a little bit extra and they will be able to finish. But just imagine any day, right? Or maybe for 2 consecutive days, right? Any of the associate is not available. Then it's very easy, sorry, it's very difficult to fill the backlog, correct? It's very difficult to fill this backlog. At the same time, there will be the delay in processing order, correct? Next point, associates are doing this particular task on a daily basis, correct? So what will happen? They can lose some interest and there is a possibility any mistake can happen, correct? So accuracy one of the challenge. Then productivity is also one of the challenge. Okay. Uh, in addition to that, just imagine if there is any peak period and getting more than 1,000 transactions. Okay, for example, 1,500 transactions. Then what will happen? Even though there are two associates, right? Task will not be get complete. Okay. So what organization has to do? They have to onboard new person or hire new person, right? But what if there is peak period is over, right? What the third associate will do, right? At the same time, if the process has to be run due to urgency on any weekends, holidays, or any odd time, no one will, right? So to avoid all these challenges, the department or the team has decided to go for automation. So what are the benefits of automation? Right? Productivity. So you can see, I was explaining, uh, if humans are doing it will take this amount of time. But if the bots are doing or the digital resources are doing, they can take like 25 to 30 seconds. So you can see there is a improved productivity as compared to human. Then accuracy, right? So as a human, we can do any kind of mistake, but that is not the case with the bots, right? The bots are accurate each and every time, right? At the same time, if we want to run the process on any weekends, holidays, right, bots will be available 24 by 7, right? So bot will not be sick, bot will not be uh, take any holidays or leaves, right? So, and at the same time, if there is a higher volume due to peak period, right, bot can work 24 by 7, 365 days, right? So to avoid all the challenges, organization has decided to go for auto. Okay, so there should be a reason for auto, right? Clear everyone, whatever we have discussed. Any question, any doubt, or any discussion point? Okay, now we will go for the automation. Okay, we will go for the automation, right? So any automation, even though it's a small to small automation, medium level automation, or large scale automation, we can divide into the three categories: init state, then processing state, and third one is the end state. Okay. So what do you mean by init state? Means one time task at the start of the process. One time task at the start of the process. Okay. Then processing, right? What do you mean by processing? Processing means duplicate task. Okay. Duplicate task or repetitive task of the process, right? And what do you mean by end state? End state means one time task at the end of the process. So what do you mean by this? Right? Init state means when we are dividing our automation right into these three categories. What do you mean by init? Right? Init means one-time task at the start of the process. So when we are starting this process in terms of automation, right, or we can say manual also, what we will do? We'll open the application, right? We'll enter username, we'll enter password, we'll read the data from Excel. So it will come under one time. We'll not do repetitively, right? Then what is the duplicate task? Right? The duplicate task is uh, after login, what we will do, we'll give the option number one, then we'll enter the product code, then number required, right? Then unit price, cost center. We'll click on the submit order, right? Once we click on the submit order, we'll capture this order reference number. We'll click on the continue, then we'll give the option number two, click on the go, then again we'll view the order, right? Retrieve, then close this button. So these are the repetitive tasks, right? So it will come under the this step. And what is the end? End is very simple. We can give option number three, click on the go, save and close the X. That's understood. Any question on this? What we just talked now? Clear? Okay. Now what we will do? We'll go for the automation. Okay. So now what happened? The last session, right? We have created all our small problem statement into the same flow, right? But now this is not the case. So here we'll give process name like training, training order system. Okay, training order system, right? And click on the create. I just click on the create. Okay, and we will start building our flow, right? So first we'll go for an init state. So in init state, what we will do? First read the data from the Excel. Okay. So when we are reading the data from the Excel, we have to tell your Power Automate. Okay. Like where is the location? Where is the location of the file? Okay. So for that we have to mention launch X. Right. Launch means go to that instance. Okay. Just drag and drop launch X. And here we are not opening it with the new Excel, right? We will use this second option, open the following document. Okay. Then it will ask the path. So we have to select this file. Okay. Tell me the path. Okay. So here I can mention order system, right? select all. I will share this Excel file with everyone. Okay, orders. Then here we have option make instance visible. What do you mean by this? So if you enable it, right, uh, it will show the Excel is opening. Okay. So suppose as a human, if you want to read it, we'll open it, right? So similar. And if I disable it, even though it will not open, but still it will be able to handle in the back. Okay. So today on the first day, we are just using it. Keep this option as it is. Second option, open as a read only. What do you mean by open as a read only? If I enable it, right, it will open in a read only mode, will not able to edit anything, right? So I don't want it. So disable. Then advanced. In the advanced, suppose if the file is protected in terms of read or write, right? We can give the password. Okay. Okay. Just a second. Okay. So here we have to give the read and write protection. Okay. Right. Then click on this. But our file don't have any read write protection, right? So I will not. Now the next step, we have to read the data from the Excel. Okay. So if you want to read the data from the Excel, we have to use this read from Excel worksheet. Okay. Read from Excel worksheet. And don't worry, I will not build whole the flow in a one go, right? We'll go model by model. So first I will complete just in it, and then I will give you time to build this particular flow. Okay. So don't worry. Don't do anything simultaneously. Just watch, understand, ask your doubt, right? So now here you can see read from Excel worksheet. It has Excel instance. Okay. So why it is taking this Excel instance? So that is the variable created here. See this way. Okay. So what is the necessity of this? Because in your automation, if you are working on a multiple Excel, how it will understand on which Excel way I have to work, right? Or your automation has to work. That's the reason this instance is required. Okay. Right. Then suppose we discuss like in our Excel, today we are having 4 records, right? But tomorrow it can be 40, day after tomorrow it can be 400, right? So what we have to do? We have to mention here all available values, okay? All available, right? So whatever the records are available, right? It will work. Understood? Suppose I want to read all the records from this Excel. Can anyone tell me what will be the range? What will be the Excel range? A1 to A1 to E5, right? A1 to E5, correct? So what we can do, we can give range also. See this value from the range of, okay? Value from range options, right? So what we have to do here, we have to give the range. What is the range? A1. So A1, for example, this is a start column. This is the row till E5, right? I can give this also, this range. But, okay, but, right, tomorrow if the records are 40, then it will not take 40 records. It will take only 4, right? So that's the reason the best option is all available values from the worksheet. Understood? Now, here we are having advanced option. What are the advanced option? Right? First line of range contain column. Okay. So our first row has column name, right? So that's the reason we have to enable. I have enabled. Second, get cell contains as a text. Okay. So suppose if there is a number format, right? Like 50, 54.00, correct? or if there is a date, having date format, right? So when we are sending to the application, we have to always send as a text. Okay, we have to send as a text. So that's the reason we have to enable this also. Make sure this both the options should be enabled. Okay, and last thing, variable provide. So during the last session, right, we have talked about the variable. Okay, variable types, variable types, right? So first we have seen text or string variable. Okay, text or string variable. Then we have seen about integer or numeric, right? And now third is a data type. Data. Okay. So you can see what is the type of variable data type. Okay. So why it is data table? Because your this data, okay, is nothing but a table, right? It is a combination of row and column. So when your automation will read it, right? It will read in the same format, right? Table format, right? So if it is reading in table format, obviously we have to store in table format also, right? That's the reason you can see the variable type will be data type. Okay, understood? Any question on this? Okay, click on this. Now, what is the next thing? We have to open this application, correct? We have to open this application. Then we have to provide a username. We have to provide password, correct? We have to open this. So how to open any desktop application? By using the action. Okay. So here we have run application, run app, dragon, right? Here we have to give the path of your application. Select, right? Input. So training order, this training order. Okay. Exe file. Oh, so you can see this is right. So we can give the working folder command line, but don't give it because in case that options are changed, right? So it won't work, right? So the best thing, give the path. Okay, that is more than enough. Then we are having Windows time. So if you want to open in a minimize, maximize mode, right? We can open it, but you can see it don't have any option to open in a maximize. Okay, so even though we are going to select the maximize, it will not. Okay, but if it has, right, then it will be in a maximize mode and then we'll be able to perform the action. Okay, so based on the application we have to choose. Normal means normal position, whatever the original position is, right? And after opening it, continue immediately. Okay, continue immediately. So you can see there are few options are available. What do you mean by it? Con Continue immediately and then wait for application to load. Okay, so suppose uh, there are few application, it takes some time to load. Okay, it takes some time to load, right? Due to the slowness or something. In that case we can use this and we can give the timeout. Okay, timeout means time 10, for example 10 seconds, so it will wait for a 10 second, 15 second, 20, right? So this is a rare case scenario in case your application is taking time to load. Okay, so that is not the case here, so I can mention continue. Okay, start doing the further action. Okay, click on the save. What is the next thing? We have to enter username, we have to enter password, click on the sign. So if you want to type or enter anything into the application, we have to use populate text field. Okay, populate. Okay, see this populate text field, right? Currently, we are working on a window application, so we'll use this window action. But suppose if want to type anything on the web application, we can use this. Suppose you are working on SAP, we can use this. Okay, right? So now we are working on a desktop application, so I will use this one, populate text field in a window. Drag and drop. As soon as you drag and drop, it will ask text box. Can you see text box? What do you mean by text box? It is asking in which text box I want to enter. Tell me. Okay. Because as a human, how can we understand here we have to enter username because we will check staff number or username in front of that we have to type the user. But that is not the case. It don't have its own intelligence. So we have to go click here, add UI element, add UI element. Click on add UI element, okay, and indicate, okay, indicate where you want to type. So as soon as you click on the add UI element, you will get this UI element picker window. You can resize it based on your requirement. What it is asking, hover the mouse over the UI element. UI means user interface element to capture until the frame appears around it. Then press Ctrl left click to add it. So can you see? I want to enter the user ID here. So I have over the mouse, right? And it is appearing in the frame. Can you see this frame, red color frame? And then press Control left, Control left. Okay. So I just press Control left. Okay. As soon as I press Control left, so you can see it has captured uh, this particular text box. Okay. Why? This is for identification purpose, like where I want to enter the value. Okay. So we have given this identity, right? Now it is asking what to write, what text I want to write. So I will give add, okay, and click on the same. I will explain this simulate action later. Okay. Click on this. Similar way, I want to enter password, right? So I will use the same action. Drag. Okay. Then it is asking where I want to type. Same. Add UI. Okay. You can resize this window based on your requirement, right? Then go here. Can you see this red color frame is appearing? Then as soon as this appeared, we have to press Control left. Okay. Then it is asking what text I want to enter. So I can give pattern. Okay. But this is not the best way. Correct? This is not the best way to enter the password. Why? Because we should not expose this password with anyone, right? So I can go to this drop down, I can select direct encrypted text. Can you see this down arrow? Click and select direct encrypted text and give that. So you can see it will be shown in the encrypted. Okay, click on the same. Then what is the last thing during init, right? We have to click on the sign, right? Or we have to press the button. So here we have two things. First, I will show you click. Okay, click UI element in a window, and you can see whatever the actions are here, those are very self-explanatory, right? Suppose if you want to click, right? Just type click, it will show the respective action. Okay, click UI element in a window. I have added. Then it is asking, tell me where I want to click. Just go here, add UI element. Okay, and I want to click here on sign in. Then what click you want to do? Left click, right click, double click, any other click, select and click on the send. Okay. So you can see in this way we have completed our initialization. One thing is left, but I will explain you that later. Okay. So any question on this or everyone is clear? Everyone is clear? Okay.
One quick question.
Okay.
If you go to that Excel, there are other options. I want to understand what is the best way. If you can click on that, yeah, yeah. So there are other, in the sense, no, the where you give the Excel name, right? This is the one. Okay, read the Excel. No, before that, before reading the Excel, the earlier one. Yeah,
This one.
yeah.
Hmm.
So what is the right way, right? You want to, for this class, this is okay to have visible, but actually in practice, what is the best option? Keep it invisible, the Excel as well as any other files that you want to read.
See, here we are just reading Excel, right?
Yeah.
Uh,
So make instance visible, right?
mm.
That is on, correct? But does it the right practice to have visible in practical sense?
So that is the reason I said, like I will explain. Okay. So
Okay.
here we are just for our learning purpose, we can make it visible, right? And why I'm
Mhm.
asking this because if I disable it, okay, if
Mhm.
I disable it, right, it will not work. It will be there in the background. Okay.
That's right.
So at the same time, what we have to do, we have to close also. Otherwise, the process will keep running, right? And then we have to go to the okay, we have to go to the task manager, and from there we have to kill. Then only the next time we'll be able to use it, right? So that's the reason I said initially we can make it open, okay, but as per the best practice, let it handle in the background, okay, so that even though we are working on that Excel, right, it will not open and it will get handled from the back. Okay,
Makes sense. Thank you.
please try this. I will send